Good evening and welcome to the New Day show. It has been a while since I have been here in the studio, and I'm extremely excited about being here this evening. We are doing a kind of a non-traditional show. I'm going to be speaking on reinventing your lives for greater success. And I do not have a guest this evening, so I will be going through different pointers. I will be doing part 1 and part 2 of this title, and I do pray that there is something that I may say that will help you to reinvent your life, because I know that there are a lot of people who are going through some challenging times, and we need to understand the importance of taking responsibility for what we want, for who we are, and for who we will become. So with that being said, I made a decision that today's show will be devoted to you, my viewers. And I want to give you a few little nuggets that has helped me and still is helping me, and that my clients are utilizing it, is helping them, my friends are utilizing, and now I want for the rest of you to just concentrate on these things that we're going to be talking about. Now, I want you to please get a pen and paper, and for those of you who are probably turning the dial for the first time, my name is Daphne Clarke-Hudson, and I am always very excited to spend time with you, my viewers, at home here at Comcast, at a Charter, and up in Soundview and out in Missouri. And for those of you who have relatives in other cities and towns, I am looking to go there. So please, invite me there. I want to be in your living rooms as well. So now, that was just to give you time to get your pen and paper. And now that you have gotten your pen and paper, the first part of reinventing your life or our lives for greater success is our attitude. We always tend to tell young people about their attitude. Sometimes I'll hear people say to teenagers, oh, your attitude stinks. You have a stinking attitude. And I oftentimes look at adults and just people, you know, you can observe a lot by, you can learn a lot about people by just observing their attitude. And in order for us to reinvent our lives, because as human beings, we have the know-how to reinvent our lives and to create the life that we want. We don't have to wait on anybody to give us permission. From the day that we came onto this earth, God gave us that permission to reinvent our life for what we want. If it has to be, it's up to us. So we need to take hold of our attitude. Now, each of us may define attitude in different ways. So I want you to just write on your piece of paper, what does attitude mean for you? When I say to get a check of your attitude, you know, are people clinging to you like magnet? Or are people running far away from you? Will you enter a room that was jam-packed with people, and the minute you enter the room, the numbers begin to get less because people do not want to be in your presence and they want to disappear once you come? That's part of your attitude. Sometimes it's the things that we say or just the attitude that we portray. From personal experience, I oftentimes go to an event and you never have the opportunity to speak to everyone at the event, especially if you love to talk like I do. So you spend a great portion of your time speaking to certain numbers of people. However, the next time that you see some people who was at that event and they would say to you, oh, you were the person that such and such a person was telling me about, or I observed you at such and such an event. And I say that we do not always get a second chance to make a first impression. So that first attitude that you portray when you meet someone, whether individually or at a gathering, it is very important. So maintain an upbeat, positive attitude always. Know that motivation is an inside job. No one can motivate you. You need to seek out what it takes to trigger your motivation. And then once you're motivated on the inside, then the motivation will start manifesting on your outside. And then you will be attracting people with you because you will be demonstrating and portraying the great attitude that attracts people to you. Are you always negative about things that happen? Life happens to us. What we do with the experiences is what is important. So, when you hit your finger in the door, do you look on that as a big disaster? Or you look on that experience and you say, well, what can I learn from this? And you take the time to dissect what just happened to you and learn from that. Even in the negative obstacles that comes our way, if our attitude is an attitude of learning and an attitude of reinventing and recreating things that happen in our lives, because we say, well, you all know that my favorite word is mediocrity. I hate mediocrity. I don't settle for that. And I want to tell you too that you need to have an attitude like that that says, I'm not going to settle for mediocrity because I know I'm special. I know that I am created for greatness, and there's nothing that can stop me. So, all those obstacles that come your way, I want you to begin to find the lessons in them that can help you to reinvent the life that you want for yourself and to allow you to get greater success, because success is there. It's always knocking. Opportunity is always knocking. But how often we miss it because we have the wrong attitude. So, if you have a positive attitude, it's something that you will continually need to work on. It's not going to happen overnight. But if it has to be, it is up to you. So, make that decision to invest in your attitude. You may want to read some material. You want to listen to other people's story and talk with other people and see how they are making a difference. How are they modifying and altering their negative attitudes into a positive one? The next thing I want you to do in reinventing your life for greater success, I want for you to begin to believe in the possibilities that's there for you. There are great, large number of possibilities out there. There is no lack. There is no limit when it comes to possibility. But what we all need to do is to understand who we are, understand our authenticity, understand our uniqueness, and once we have done an inventory about that, then we can begin to attract all the possibilities that is there for us. Look around. You oftentimes hear people sometimes say, I can't believe this. It was right under my nose all along, and I never saw it. I just never saw it. And it's the same thing with the possibilities. Because we spend so much time watching our co-workers, watching our neighbors, watching our competition, and we don't spend enough time about reinventing and recreating who we are, those are the reasons why we miss out on those awesome and amazing possibilities. But once we identify our uniqueness, once we understand what it takes to be authentic, then we will begin to attract all the possibilities that's there for us. Possibilities that will put us way above the competition. Because I have learned that the only person that I need to compete with is myself, and also with my past performances. And when I became aware of that, I was no longer hindered by what I think somebody else is doing, but I continually reinventing how I do things and what I do. And because of those practices, I have been able to attract some amazing possibilities, new possibilities that not only enhance and enlighten my life, but also help me to help other people to manifest greatness within themselves. The next thing I want you to concentrate on is allow yourself to accept the possibilities to achieve greatness. Remember earlier on when I mentioned that if it has to be, it's up to you? Well, now you identify and you believe in the possibilities. Yes, they are there. You attract them to you. Now is the time when you have to accept that, yes, I can achieve the greatness because I am operating in my calling. I am carrying out my purpose. I understand my uniqueness. And I believe in my authenticity. So when I have all those things, there is nothing, absolutely nothing, that can prevent me from achieving the great possibilities that I've now attracted to me. It helps you to grow. It helps you to attract the right people to you, because people want to be around people who are movers and shakers. People do not believe in being around people who are whiners and complainers. People do not want to be around people who are gossipers. People do not want to be around people who are judgmental and who are critical in a negative way. So if you are one of those persons, you need to do an inventory of yourself and find out what you can do to alleviate those negative practices and habits. The next thing that you need to focus on in reinventing your life for greater success is to accept and embrace change. For change to happen, you need to make that decision. You need to choose to decide, I am sick and tired of where I am. I'm sick and tired of being broke. I'm sick and tired of being overweight. I'm sick and tired of not being able to secure a lasting relationship. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. And you know the millions of different things that you're sick and tired of. You need to make a decision to change all those things. Every day we get up, every day we awake, change is taking place, whether we like it or not. So why not embrace and why not make a constructive decision to change where you are? Don't blame your spouse. Do not blame your neighbor. Do not blame the government, whether federal or local. Do not blame the party that is in power, because the choice to change is up to you. You need to make that decision. Take the action to change, because unless you get sick and tired of where you are with the situations that's bogging you down and holding you down, until you make a decision that I am sick and tired, nothing is going to happen in your life. So the decision is up to you. You must take action. The next thing I want to talk about is the investments that you have been making in yourself. We all need to understand the importance of investing in ourselves. There are numerous ways of doing that. By you taking the time to sit and listen to this segment, you are investing in yourself. You are acquiring information that will help to enhance and impact your personal development. So you need to invest in yourself. Reading. I know reading is a challenge for a lot of people. I've had clients, I've had adults who say to me that, Daphne, I am not a strong reader. You don't need to be strong, you just need to do a little at a time. If it's one line you can read every day, you read the one line and then you enhance from one, you increase to two, then before you know it, you will be reading 2 chapters or 2 pages, but you need to start somewhere. So, if you are listening right now and you do not own a library card, I encourage you that tomorrow, when the local library opens, that your trip down there would be to get a card and to leave with a couple of books. And then I want you to begin to visit the bookstores, look in the discount sections, and begin to buy a couple of books for yourselves so that you can begin to create your library. Because I tell you something, when we exit this world, the library that we leave behind will be part of that legacy that we have created for the people that we have left behind. As they go through those things on the shelf, it will trigger something in them. So begin to invest in your creation of a library. In the meantime, I'm encouraging you to get a card so you can start investing in yourself by reading. For those who probably say, well, I drive a lot and I travel a lot, well, get an audiobook that you can pop in your CD player, or for those of you who still have a tape player in your car, a cassette deck, do that. And let your journey that you travel, you commute to work and from work, let those times be a mobile seminar hall for you. Because if you're traveling an hour to work and an hour back, that's 2 hours a day that you can invest in building your personal development through an audio reading or listening to a CD that will help to impart knowledge and information to you. Attend informational gathering. When you go to networking events, don't get stuck at the bar where the alcohol is. Walk around and talk to people. Drink some water so that the energy and the electricity inside your body will be triggered, so you will be alert, awake and aware. Pick people's brain, talk to them, find out how they're doing what they're doing, find out about their journey, exchange information with them, and so long as they have traveled the journey that you are now on, it gives you an opportunity to connect with them regularly so that they can help you to reinvent yourself into the direction that you want to be. So you go to seminars, attend positive gathering, networking events. Do not isolate yourself. Get out of the house and go and mingle, mix and mingle with somebody else, because not only that it will help you to meet others and to learn what they are doing, it will help to impact your attitude as well. The next thing I want to encourage you to do is to attend workshops, attend seminars, attend conferences. Too often I hear people say that, oh, I don't have the money to do that, and I don't have the money to do that, this, and I don't have money to do the other. We owe it to ourselves to keep acquiring knowledge. You know, I was talking with a friend of mine the other day, and she said to me, you know, I'm so excited about the things that you're doing, because she said, I remember when I got my PhD, Daphne, she said, I was 65 years old. And I look at her and I said, thank God I am not so late. But you have to invest in yourself. Don't wait on anybody to tell you. You need to take the initiative. You might be able to do one class a semester. Do the one class a semester. As long as you are alive, there is hopes for your reinventing the way that you do things and to create greater success for yourself. Join a mastermind group or create one for yourself. If you do not have the know-how, you can do the research and find out how to develop a mastermind group for you. And a mastermind group is, you know, between 1 and 5 people, of like-minded people who want the same things, and they get together to brainstorm and to select the goals that they want to do for themselves. The other thing I want you to look on is your spirituality. It is extremely important. Know what you believe. Know who you believe in. I'm not talking about the religion. I'm talking about your spiritual well-being. Prior meditation. You got to believe in something. You got to believe in someone. Because if you don't, you will not be able to reinvent your life and the direction that you're going in. And to close off part one of this episode, I want you to think about the lifestyle that you want for yourself. Know the things that you need to do to create that lifestyle. You need to exercise. You need to watch your diet. You need to relax, take time for relaxation. And very importantly, you need to watch your association. The association, you know, we oftentimes say to young people, show me 5 of your closest friends, and I can tell you who you are. We as adults need to do the same thing. We need to look around and see who we are associating ourselves with, because that will tell a story about us. If we are around the wrong people, we will become stagnant, lethargic, and dead. We will be like walking dead. So we need to be around people who ignite us. So I want to encourage you to stay around for part 2 of reinventing your life for greater success. Because I tell you, this is the time that we need to take action, to reinvent our lifestyle, our career, for what we want. It's not the government's fault. It's not our company's fault. It's not the boss's fault. It's not the supervisor's fault. It's not the co-worker. It's not your spouse. It's not your children. It is your responsibility. Take action to make a difference in your life, because until you can make a difference in your life, you will not be able to serve others. If it is to be, it is up to you. Why don't you begin right now to take action to reinvent your life for greater success? I'll see you on part 2.